What's going on, everybody? Atomic here, bringing you back to another tutorial. Today's tutorial, we are going to be building a blaze farm. This blaze farm is going to be like the one that I built my hardcore. Very simple and very efficient. Anyways, what you're going to need for this farm is at least 2 slabs. You're going to need 4 hoppers, non-flammable building blocks. You will need some glass. Glass is optional, but if you don't use glass, you'll have to despawn. You'll need 4 chests, and you will need 4 lava buckets. This next part is all up to you. You can either use 4 slabs to put on top of the hopper, or you can put 4 soul sand or soul soil on top of the hopper. I personally like using soul sand because the blaze will not jump as much compared to on slabs. They will jump a lot. All right, guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get started with this. Keep in mind you will or may want either really good armor or some fire resistant potions, because these things are very annoying even when you're trying to do a tutorial. What we're gonna go ahead and do is go ahead and clear out all of this around it. Basically getting a open little area. Leave the structure here for right now to make everything kind of flush. That way it kind of looks normal. So once you have everything cleared out for, well, as much as you can tell, you want to go ahead and go to the blaze spawner, and you want to go up 3 blocks. So that's 1, 2, and 3. You're going to have 2 areas that are going to be shorter than the other. So I'm going to take my longer area towards like the walkway area, just so y'all know what's going on. So the longer area, you want to go ahead and go out 5 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Then right beside it, either side, not in front though, you want to come out 5 more. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now the exact opposite sides, you want to go out 4 on each of those. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Same thing right here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. It kind of looks a little off, but it's supposed to look like that, okay? Next, what you're going to go ahead and do is you want to come out 1 more like this and go all the way around. So basically, you don't want it to connect to right here. You want it coming out on the outside of it. So let's go ahead and show you what that's going to look like. So we're coming up to the first one. We're not connecting to it. We're going on the outside of it. And we're going to do that to all of these, making a not so square square. So once you have it finished up, it should look something like this. Next, you're going to come down back to the spawner area, and you're going to go down from the exact spawner 7 blocks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So let's double check that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we went down too far. I can't count today. All right, so now you have this. You're going to go ahead and cut out everything that is within this path. If you're curious on what I'm talking about, so go ahead and bring this down, right? And then I can't see, and then basically cut everything out to where it matches up to this. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. We're going to speed this part up so y'all can see me cutting it out. So right here at one of the edges, I kind of just dropped it all the way down. And if we look, we're just trying to make sure that everything is the correct height and depth and everything. So we know that this is where we want it. This is 7. So now we're just going to connect these up. That way we can go through and cut everything out in our way. We're going to go ahead and do this over here so we know how far down. So I guess really what I'm trying to say on this part is you want this whole square 7 down and 3 up to be completely clear and nothing in the way. That way we can start with the farm. Okay, so once you have it all cleared out, it should be kind of open like this. What we're going to do is now we're going to make the 5x4 one more time down here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're going to do our 4 and then 4. We just got to get these blazes out of the way. This is what I was saying. This farm is very annoying to build, but once you build it, you'll have so much blaze rods. Okay, so now we have our 5x5, our 5x4, and we're gonna go ahead and create that square that we built up there down here. So, and again, we just come out one and basically kind of tee everything off. We don't want to go into this block again. We want to go to the outside. So once you get that done, you can go ahead and fill in the floor all the way around. Go ahead and get rid of some of these. So this is going to be your floor where these blades are all up in my way right here. So go ahead and fill that in with your building block of choice. Just make sure it's non-flammable. All right, so we have the floor completely filled in. Now, this is where it becomes optional. You can either use your glass or your stone for these. What I'm going to do to make this easier to be seen is I'm going to do all of the corners in stone. So go to the outside block like this, and pretty much you're going to be building a cage in a way. So we're going to go to this corner, go all the way up. We're going to go to this one and go all the way up. And we're just going to continue that on all four corners. Okay, now we should have something that looks like this. So we have our 5x4 on the bottom and our 5x4 on the top. We don't have a ceiling on there yet, and we have our floor right here. Now is the time that you can go ahead and remove all of these blocks right here underneath your spawner. Once you do that, go ahead and go to your pathway, and let's go ahead and make our way up here a little bit. Next, try to build a staircase up there, but it's just going to be a temporary staircase to get on the top. What we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to go ahead and remove those 2 blocks that were on top of, or the 3 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 blocks that were on top of the spawner right there. And we're going to go ahead and start putting some glass in here. Now, me personally, if you have the opening, kind of like this one is, I don't necessarily like this T, so I'm just going to use glass in here. This was just to get the measurements with this stone. So I'm going to fill up the entire roof with glass. So let me go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so when you have your roof filled in, it should look about like this. Now here is the next option. You can either put slabs all the way around this, or you can go ahead and put glass over top of the stone. The reason you want to put glass or slabs over top of this is that way your entire roof of the structure is spawn proof and you don't have anything, you know, dropping down on you, or you don't have any blaze coming up here and not making the farm work. All right, so next what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to put a border all the way around this. So the pillars that we have going up, you just want to take it and connect them up with whatever building material that you're using. And it should look like this. Very easy so far. We're going to be putting in the glass. Now, and again, the glass you don't have to use. I'm just doing this because it looks a little bit better in my opinion. Wherever you're going to place the glass, be sure to leave yourself an opening at your staircase so you don't get trapped in here and possibly die by the lava. All right, so we're going to leave ourselves an out right here. So we're going to kind of make a little door like that. Now, we want to go through and fill in every single side with glass. So let's go ahead and do that real quick. Okay, so once we have this all filled in with glass, it should be looking something like this. Just a big box with glass and a roof on it and a floor. And probably a lot of blaze in here. You're probably going to get shot a lot. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and grab our 4 lava buckets. Now with the mechanics of 1.16, and this does include 1.16.5, it includes all of them, this all works. So with the lava mechanics, I can put this in the corner and it'll push all of the blaze directly into the center. Now we're going to place it in this corner. Now here's where you got to leave yourself an out, because you got to do the other 2 corners, and this lava will come in very quick. All right, so before we put one in the last 2 corners, if you're noticing, this is creating a square right here out of these 4 blocks. We're going to go ahead and cut those out because this is where we're going to need to go. So once you cut those out, we know we need to go that way. So we're going to go ahead and jump in the hole, make sure everything is filled in on the sides. It can be with the nether brick right here. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to do this to kind of show y'all. So we want to go down, that's 2, see 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you want to go down a total of 6 blocks. So once you're down here, I'm going to go ahead and kind of fill this in so it looks a little bit better. You just got to remember which way you wanted your collection system. Now remember, whenever I said where's your way out, that's usually where people put their collection system. So if not, and it's the opposite direction, yeah, just kind of change this up a little bit. So we know that ours was that way already. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and dig in just a little bit, just like that, just 2 wide, and make you a little hallway. All right, once you make your hallway, you can come up just a little bit. Don't go too high because you'll break into where the spawner is. We're gonna make a little room to work. This wasn't intentional, I didn't flatten all this out, but this is good. Okay, so once you have a little bit of room to work, you're gonna go ahead and grab your hoppers, you're gonna grab your slabs, you're gonna grab your chest, and maybe a couple building blocks just to be able to help yourself out. I'm going to grab the soul sand. I like using soul sand, so that's how we're going to set this one up. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna place the chest here and a double chest there. We're gonna go back to the part of the chest and you're gonna place your hopper going directly in there. You see that arrow? If you look down there, you can see how the hopper is going in there. Okay, so we're gonna place another hopper going into that one, a hopper into that chest, and then a hopper into the back of that hopper. So now, any of the blaze rods that drop, they go into one of these 2 chests. Okay, now I'm going to place the soul sand right here. And I'm going to kind of make this area spawn proof for me so we don't have to worry about mobs getting us. So next, you're gonna take those 2 slabs that I said you needed and put those directly over top of your chest. That way you can get in here and it's less likely to get hit by the blaze. You may still get hit, but it's not as likely. Okay, once you have all of this built up, kind of like this, you're gonna go ahead and finish your walkway out. So we're just going to pretty much go until we don't see stone because we don't want to break into our spawner. And then we're just going to make a little staircase up. So I will meet y'all up there. All right, so we have our little path down there. Now we're gonna come back inside of our little farm. Now you're gonna take your last 2 buckets of lava and you're gonna place one in this corner and one in this corner, and then hop out as fast as possible because, yeah, as you see. Now, the farm is pretty much done. We need to go ahead and take our glass and fill it in. And if you look, slowly but surely, if they're not aggroed on you, they get pushed inside, just like that. So let's go ahead and go down here and I will show y'all how this works down here. Okay, so I went ahead and put it in survival and we're down here with these blades. So if you look, they don't hop as much as normal. So we can just sit down in here and just whack away at them. Now, occasionally they will shoot fire at you, but it's not every single time. You see that? So we just put that fire out and we just keep hitting them. He hit me a little bit, but that's fine. And see, that's what I was saying. It'll occasionally catch you on fire, but that's fine. I don't mind because it does give you blaze rods. And I only killed probably about 3 of those. So guys, that's going to do it for this episode. If y'all have any questions or concerns, leave them down in the comments. If you like this video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you're new, consider subscribing. Until next time, guys, I will see y'all later.